And more tonight at 10 and 11. Bree, thanks so much. We continue to take an in-depth look at a recent Rockefeller Institute think tank report on school funding. Of the more than 300 pages, there is one paragraph with a recommendation that could have an impact on a serious concern for school districts: the state's upcoming zero-emission school bus mandate. By 2027, all new school buses sold must be zero-emission, and by 2035, all school buses on the road must meet this standard. As we've reported, the Empire Center for Public Policy found electric school buses will cost 2.5 to 4 times more than the lowest cost gas or diesel bus options, possibly totaling more than $8 billion to meet the mandate statewide. The Rockefeller Institute's report says school districts face enormous costs to make this happen, citing not just the cost of the buses, but also infrastructure overhauls at many district bus garages to guarantee sufficient charging power for the buses, along with enough trained workers. As a result, the Rockefeller Institute says the state should foot the bill.
They talked about zero-emission buses and said if the state wants electric buses, state needs to pay for electric buses because there's no way for districts to do it under the current funding formula. State finances are good. She's proposing to provide what she calls inflation rebate checks to taxpayers.
Republican State Senator Jim Tedisco wrote a letter this month to the State Energy Research and Development Authority, NYS. He's asking for a list of school districts that have completed a so-called fleet electrification plan for their school buses. He also wants to know how many have actually installed infrastructure, and he wants data on costs to districts to implement the plans. For their part, NYS has made $300 million available through the New York School Bus Incentive Program, with more than 350 school districts developing electrification plans. We have a statement from the governor's office on the Rockefeller Institute report in general. That's on CBS6Albany.com. And if you have a school-related story that you think warrants a crisis in the classroom report, you can send us a news tip by calling the number on your screen or emailing CBS6classroomtips@gmail.com.